I'm just doing a few results right now.
Excuse me, get your minions to work on that.
I have minions? Where are they? Do you?
They're hiding.
I've lost my
That's
minions.
exactly why you need to have to work on it.
Where are my minions? When I need them.
Tell Noah has to resign.
Wait, what? I missed that.
So he can do the minion work.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get rid of him. And we are off to the races. Now with a game with significantly higher skill. I would say we've got Knock with Aeon up in the top left, and I'm just gonna call him Lox with the blue Aeon down in the bottom right.
I agree with that. Also, significantly better map as well.
Well,
Actually,
yeah.
You might even see a Tech 2 unit. Can you believe it?
We might even see a T3 unit.
Oh.
Or perhaps a T4 unit.
I still remember when this map first came out, like years ago. I was like, if I get to play this in some tourney, because then I still played 1v1s, albeit rarely. I'm like, if it's long enough game, I'm gonna T3 UEF a stew drop on the plateau in front of the base and just make ravages. Because they actually reach. And it's just, when that happens to you, it's automatic game over. There's nothing you can do about it. You can like make AA there with shields, and air can't deal with it. Because the mountain is so high that like both bombers and gunship, any aggressive air units, they will just get fucked by the pathfinding because of the height difference on that cliff. Tech 1 arties can shoot up there. I think Tech 3 arties can barely shoot up there, but you can still, even make a Tech 3 support Lance Factory and make your own Tech 3 arties. It's just uncounterable. Then again, every game ends in the Tech 2 stage usually on this map, so it's not exactly a very useful strategy.
Yeah, inevitably someone will try some sort of T2 death push.
Yeah.
But if both players don't do that or they fail, then we can get into some really interesting late game wackiness. I've seen T4s on this map in tournaments. It happens.
Oh.
T3 air, all the good stuff.
I'm surprised that Lux is. He made a quick bomber, which I like. But he also makes a quick Aurora, which doesn't really make sense to make Auroras instead of Labs early on, especially considering there's there's not a lot of raiding to do, but there's still like important engineers to snipe with expansions. Like, because there's not really many maxes in between the expansions, so the 4 maxes per expansion are extremely critical. So they both went for the bomber, except that the bomber actually both of the bombers seem to be going for the main bases. But the one from Lux went over the mountain, so that might have some pathfinding issues. Nope.
Alright, nice split. No kills on Lox's bomber. Alright, Knock. Oh, he whiffs it. Unfortunate. That was such a nice clump.
Yeah, but the bomber sniped one important engineer from no one cares. The game just lagged.
It did.
Nice.
But the bomber got its beautiful bomb off, kills 3 engineers in the main base. Lox seems to have only gotten 1 critical expanding engineer in the back. And looks like something else, but I can't tell exactly what.
Yeah, Nook is gonna get the expanding engineer set to back for Lux as well. Lux made an inti, but it lost track of the bomber. He didn't right click it in time.
Alright.
And with the labs as well, it's looking pretty bleak. The HG was also still on the base at this point, which
brutal.
The rally points are maybe not optimal there to have them next to the power, next to the location that was already bombed previously.
Although you gotta remember, you can stabilize on this map and sort of drag it out and get back onto a good footing. Like if you get the expansions, you secure all your major expansions yourself, and the drop plateaus. You can,
but it is, especially considering is you moving out was a lot later. That means that No One Cares will be a lot faster to get the reclaim in one of the 2 contested reclaim spots on the map. Which is, it's not like critical, but considering what happened earlier on as well. At least he clears up the labs at the back from No One Cares. He sends 2 labs there to kill 1 max, so it wasn't really worth it. Although Lox was very slow in sending a new engineer to the back. But same can be said for No One Cares. He's only barely is now getting there.
The interesting thing to me is that the ACUs are going to meet each other on the right side of the map. Nock getting the nice early aggressive reclaim factory out. Should be able to grab a lot of that. And just pretty solid expansion for Nock right now. Oh, this lab's so... This is mean.
Yeah, lab at the back.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's brutal.
That's why this map, like making a semi-quick transport is pretty important. Not only to drop the corners, but also to drop those 4max expansions over there. If your engineer gets sniped, sending a new one takes a long time, especially if you don't have a factory that you made like mid-range route moving there.
Oh, this bomber is so disappointing. It snuck around the entire bottom of the map only to get picked off by NTs.
It didn't have great targets though, aside from the expanding engineer again, but... He's a Lox of a navy factory, I've never seen that before.
Well, with the Aeon frigate range these days...
I was about to say the same thing, you can probably snipe all 4maxes from the 2 sides.
Yeah, that...
Although, if you look at the top left, on the left of that cliff is too steep for frigates to shoot over.
Well, at least on one side it's too steep. The other side, yeah. I think you can probably kill 2 maxes with an Aeon frigate.
But even then, it makes, like, you still have... Aeon still has hovers, so it's not like there's not going to be an easy response to it. It's not going to have AA with it either. I'm not sure sniping those 2 Tech 1 maxes is worth the 500 mass investment of building the Navy factory and the frigates.
But think of the psychological damage.
We've been over this before, the psychological damage of thinking, oh damn, my opponent wasted mass.
Exactly, yeah. That's what we're going for here. That's what we're about.
So, Lox has like 7 ENTs, No One Cares has 3, so he does actually have air control. And as Aeon, it's not insignificant, considering how, Tech 2 Aeon air rush is still very strong.
Also, Nock is not mixing in any AA in the Southern Army. Like,
yeah, true.
You build 3 bombers and you delete this entire 20 Aurora force.
You should build 1 bomber.
1 bomber would do a pretty good job as well.
I mean, now we see 2 attack move armies moving into each other. Please micro them. Any of you. Nope.
Alright, Nock just decides he doesn't want to fight here today.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had more, but I don't... Oh, he actually has a radar, which can be sniped, but I don't think it will be. Right-clicked, nope.
Oh, but Nock's ACU has sort of wandered off to the left to meet Lox's.
Yeah, and actually at no defense, he's gonna lose his top 4 maxes, which is actually pretty good. He does have engineers nearby, making a PD there for some reason, but...
They're defending the expansion.
He's a bit too far off. I mean, both of them should at least get the range upgrade on the ACU. Like, save some power, it's like... Especially Aeon versus Aeon, the range upgrade is extremely crucial.
This is very true.
It's just 400 mass investment, but it's worth so much more than that one Tech 2 max he made. Another bomber from No One Cares kinda whiffs with the scout, but there's a transport out from Lox. He's gonna drop the bottom left, and No One Cares hasn't built a transport yet, from the looks of things. So,
mass income is pretty even right now, but Nock has T2 land and a lot of power.
Yeah, Yeah, no one cares had a lot more mass early on. He had more maxes, he got most of the reclaim as well. And he also has more units as a result, so Lux needs to play defensive. Although right now, like, he needs to be careful on the bottom left with this attack he's doing. At least that's what I think. I mean, maybe he has more, but the thing is, he still doesn't have a factory close by, and that scares me. Like, to get the reclaim right is the most important thing. Yes, yeah, he does have a concave, but like.
Yeah, I don't think he can actually push in. Like, the factories will tank a lot of damage here.
It's just so it doesn't matter, like if the fight is win, loss, or draw. It's all about who gets the reclaim from that fight.
Now,
Okay,
Lox does have a reclaim factory going up.
Yeah, so that's good. So no Gears is spamming blazes, that's the plan. Since he uses Auroras only so far, it makes sense. There's 1 tech to max for Lux versus 0 from no one cares.
Alright, air fight, we're going down. Nock is sort of not really microing this.
Nope, so he does lose it for sure. There's no way he wins that.
I mean, he had more, but with the lack of micro, Locke's just going to take this fight pretty decisively. Or will
no,
he?
this is the classic issue. I was fearing this would happen. Like you're like, oh, I won the air fight. Let me stop moving. But then you just stop right-clicking with your intis instead of cancel or stop move. So your intis just idle for a bit.
Or you park them here next to the T1 PD. All right, no, we've avoided that problem.
There's 1 tech 1 bomber from no one cares killed 9 Auroras. Although there's now enough AAs, but dude, I really fear because Lux is not getting any good upgrades and no one cares is, so I feel like he might just be overwhelmed and land on both sides soon. He's gonna get Tech 2 Aeon Air now, which is a good decision considering he just won Air and he's already behind on land. It might be too late though, he doesn't really have much build power.
I'm really concerned that Nock is rushing this double gun really fast and Lox has not started his. He doesn't have the power to either.
Yeah, I like these 3 Auroras from Lux at the top left, which are gonna do the job that the frigate was supposed to do.
Look, it's unclear why the frigate exists if these tanks do, but they're getting the job done. They are getting the job done, and not just gonna sort of push into the main base here with a nice Aurora force. Nothing really to stop him.
Yeah, this is why, like those 4 max expansions, I would always make a factory there just to soak up damage and to and if they don't bother to wait there for a long time to kill them, you just spam some engineers to cut the reclaim and expand again.
Oh no, here comes the double gun, just walking at Lox. All the tanks being brought in.
There's no way he lives here, because he can't move to the water, there's all the armies there.
Yeah,
he either needs to suicide his entire army to body block, but at that point the game is lost as well.
He's already down to half health.
He decided to push at the worst possible time, right when the upgrade from No One Cares was done. No One Cares is retreating here.
I
guess he
mean,
doesn't have air control, so he's like better safe than sorry.
yeah, I'd want to hang out somewhat near that pond. Because I don't have any AA with me, and I don't have air control.
He does have 4 engineers to spam Tech 1 AAs, and I mean,
What
okay, Lux is making mercy, so he just lost all my respect, that's for sure.
I think they might be the right move strategically here. The man's got no AA, no air control.
There's no right move.
Like, he's got to do something. It's a best of 1. Anything goes.
It's a I love you made all the power next to okay, oh no.
All right, he needs that actually.
Making mercies is similar as a right move as to doxing your opponent and making his computer crash and winning the game like that. That's more respectable than making mercies.
It's more respectable to be a hacker. All right, I don't know what this gun upgrade is going to do here. Maybe he gets it to OC the flak, and then like runs away. All right, Nock. Nock wants to hang out really close to that pond. He's feeling a bit scared, or feeling a bit confident, perhaps, because he's doing great everywhere on the map.
Here's the thing: he was like, he didn't want to push in with his SU earlier because he was maybe scared of some air things. But there wasn't air back then. But now there is. Now there's about to be 4 mercies. What is it? 2,500 damage per mercy?
Yeah, 2,400 per mercy. He's at 1,200, so he needs what, 5?
Yeah, he needs 5.
But he doesn't not die first.
Yeah. Well, if he goes in with 4 mercies and is his U explosion, he can draw.
Oh, if he
I'm happy
dies
that he's. I'm happy that he's not getting to do that.
Oh.
A deserved loss, a well-deserved loss. No mercies in my lawn.
Oh. No mercies.
The forbidden fruit.
Can just be happy that the mercies lost.
The worst part is because the mercies are flying over the mountain, the elevation